I'm doing something real quick here. Trying to, I'm trying to invite some people in. Can't do that on Facebook. I don't understand why. But anyway, um, anyway, so okay, got it out of the way. Okay, welcome to Beer the Beowulf. Go beer, like it. I am coming to you today because this is the 14th. It's like 3:30, and I analyzed a video from our commissioner's court that was held yesterday at 10 a.m. and in the commissioner's court building where they hang out or whatever. I believe it's in the annex or something like that or whatever. But anyway, I've been there once. But anyway, we saw a total disrespect for our constitutional rights. We saw a total disrespect of a commissioner who refuses to follow the law of the land. We saw a commissioner who thinks that he's Billy Badass and better. He knows better for the county, even overrides the Constitution. If you guys haven't seen this video, please check out my page. It's under Steve Dubose. I am posting it out to other groups just because of the fact is that you need to see this shit. You can't make this shit up. This commissioner that I'm speaking of, and I'm going to go ahead and name him. I'm going to call him out because he did the same thing. He called out the Lucky Daily News. He's called out everybody. He pretty much put it in everybody's face. You know what? I can do this, and guess what? You can't stop me. I'll get to the issue just here in a minute. But I am calling out Mr. Bobby Cheshire because your behavior on the commissioner's court is unacceptable. It's not professional, and it portrays the good old boy network that we have been actually trying to get away from. Things that we see that, and we have a commissioner who disrespects not only the county judge, but also the members of the commissioner's court. Keep in mind, nobody said anything. Keep in mind, nobody put him in check. He was not held in contempt of court. So let's get to the facts, shall we? There's a road that we share an easement with, which is Forestry Service, and then us. So in other words, we are responsible for maintaining that road as a county. So what that means is that it's public access. A lot of people use this road, go hunting, get out. Mostly it's for hunting, but anyway, just to get out and walk around it is their right. It has public access. So with that being said, we have a commissioner who just come out and said, no, I closed the road. I'm not going to open it. And fuck you. After discussion went on, he didn't say fuck you, but anyway, that's pretty much his mentality, whatever. But anyway, he says that it's his call. He's the commissioner. Screw the county. Screw all the laws that we go by our United States Constitution and our state constitution. Screw him. He's better than that. Or he's above reprisal for that. This is what we have in Angelina County. These type of incidences keep going on and on and on and on, and we as citizens, we sit back and we freaking take it. Where was the county judge to call him in contempt of court? Let me tell you when the individual said, we need to open this road. Judge Limberly said, we need to open this road. County attorney said, it's an open road. You have no right putting a gate there. And for a commissioner to come out and say, I ain't going to do it. I'm sorry, but I don't care what arena you're from or whatever. Let me tell you, that's contempt of court. It's a contempt of court because the fact is that he is overriding a constitutional law put down by the United States government, put down by the state of Texas, It has an agreement that states that that road is actually shared by the forestry department and the public, and it's remained to be public. But no, he says, no, I'm not going to do it. Takes some brass balls to stand up like that, don't it? No, don't. Because this individual has the court at his beck and call because he makes stands such as this. And nobody stands up to him. Nobody. Not even the current commissioners that are on that should be checking him and calling him out of line. Nassau County judge said, put him in his place. County judge has done very many things to actually appease these commissioners and appease us at these things. But now what happened was yesterday is he got called out because the fact is that he got put in his place, or he got his responsibility to the court, his responsibility to the citizens was to call this individual in contempt of court. It was to allow the road to be open, as it says per law. Any other discussions would have been had we had to have some kind of proof why it needs to be closed and why it's illegal to stay open, because it's not. It's supposed to be an open road, but this is just a minor freaking. The point here is the fact is that we have a commissioner who stood up and says, I ain't gonna do it. The first thing that I heard about this, and I live in Angelina County, and the first thing I watched the commissioners. I watched the commissioners meetings. And there's always some back and forth or whatever. But this was a total blatant disrespect to not only the court, but also the citizens of Angelina County. It will go unheeded. It will be shoved under the rug. I'm calling out Mr. Terry Pitts, who's commissioner of Precinct 3. Mr. Kermit Kennedy, who we don't ever know what he's thinking because he never said nothing. He never says anything. Then we have Mr. Greg Harrison, he's actually on his way out. None of you individuals stood up and stood up for the protocol of holding a meeting because you allowed another commissioner to say, I ain't going to do that. Right there, point of order. Point of order, Your Honor, Judge Limberly. We are breaking the freaking law. He is breaking the law, and we are supporting it. I do not believe that our county commissioners and also that our judge realize something that we need to get through to the individuals of Angelina County, especially Huntington, Texas. Is the fact is that you need to obey the law. That's why we have the law there. And we have so many instances in Huntington and Angelina County where, we don't pay attention to that law. We don't pay attention to that. No, we don't pay attention to that. Who died and made us a socialist freaking regime when one man could come in and say, I'm going to refuse to do it on a commissioner's office and totally disrespect the court, totally breaks the law, and he's not held accountable. Please, somebody tell me. Immediately when he went against, when he just basically put it down in a hissy fit, I ain't gonna do it. Immediately he should have been reprimanded at a particular time and said no, and just ask one simple question. Sir, are you refusing to follow the law? Should have been on record. Sir, so what you're telling me, you're refusing to follow the law. He said, yes, good, you're in contempt of court. It's not a no-brainer issue here. It's an open road. So we ask this in Angelina County all the time. Who the hell do you represent? Do you represent the individuals who help put you in office, contribute to your campaign? Is that how it goes? And then you stand up for them, even though the laws, it's illegal what you're saying? We allow that? We have a commissioner here, and the reason why I'm spreading this video to all my outlets is because the fact is we have an individual who is he has a misappropriation of fund case against him. The public have no status on this case. He has a domestic violence case where he hit a 16-year-old. He has a kidnapping charge filed by his wife because he made his wife go somewhere that she didn't want to go because she was scared of it. We have five complaints of trespassing on this individual. He is a commissioner. He's still in office. He's still there. So the question is why? Is this the individual we want to have represented Angelina County? Is that who we are? Is this how we do things now? We just do it our own goddamn way. We just do whatever the hell we want to do, and we pay no attention to laws. And when they pay no attention to protocol, we pay no attention to the rules of democracy and what we're actually standing here for, because we break them every time there is a damn commissioners meeting. We break these damn laws. And just so you commissioners understand, all of you, to sit there and witness this going on and you did not say anything, you're as guilty as well. You're guilty as well. I don't understand what our commissioners do not get. You have to put your opinion on the table. You have to ask questions, and then you have to act what's best for the constituents, what's best for the citizens. Anybody who gets in the way of you looking out for the citizens and your constituents, anybody that gets in the way of that, you're not doing your job. Commissioners meetings, council meetings, whatever they're supposed to be a debate. They're supposed to be our government in action. They're supposed to be disagreements, arguments, these things or whatever. This is a democracy or a republic. We wouldn't even have the Declaration of Independence if we didn't have to lock the damn son bitches in a room to come up with a damn opinion. But if you will, I challenge you, just look at this video that I'll post all over the page. I've been posting it all day. See the disrespect that this commissioner has, not only for the court, but in Angelina County. Blatantly I ain't gonna do it. I don't care what the court says. I don't care what the law says. I don't give a shit. I ain't doing it. This is who represents you. And we allow it. We see a county attorney who will not act on all these misdemeanors that this commissioner has done, who has a history of all these things. All cases are piling up on his desk, and he refuses to take any action. Why? Because it's not popular opinion. Because he may have to get up off his dead ass and do his damn job. And he may have to hold somebody accountable for refusing to follow the law. Simple as that. So this is just not a commissioner problem. What we have here is we have a justice system problem here who will refuse to hold these individuals accountable by not following the law and the Constitution. We have individuals who are scared to stand up to an individual and say, no, you're wrong. You're breaking the law, and I'm calling you on it. We do not have those individuals. We have a district attorney who refuses to investigate and continue a case upon deadly force and unnecessary force used on a citizen of Angelina County, and we allow it. We allow her to get back, and she said, no, I ain't prosecuting no cops. I don't care what they did. I ain't prosecuting no cops. How is that a democracy? Are we supposed just to sit back and let you make up your own laws? And we don't even know what the hell they are. We don't know what the hell they are, because after multiple Freedom of Information requests, we're asking for the standard operating procedure of Angelina County Sheriff. Can't get it. People make decisions on how well they're informed. If you have a government who's not informing you and are denying your request for information that is public knowledge, it is public. There's cover up. It's cover up. How far will it lead? And why do we allow a commissioner to actually step on everybody else in the damn commissioner's court? Why? Who the hell is he? I'll be honest. When I was sitting there looking at it, I think I covered it. When I was sitting there looking at it, I'm like, what? In what freaking country do you think we're living in? And then my next question was, who the fuck are you? Excuse my French, but I'm a Marine. That's the way we talk. But it's like, who the fuck are you? To say that you'll stand against the Constitution, that you will willingly break laws, and you represent the county. You represent your precinct. This individual needs to be removed. He needs to be, now they can call him in contempt of court, but he needs to be issued a letter of reprimand, not only the county judge, but also the county attorney. He needs to be put back in his place because he's a commissioner. But when you walk into that county, when you walk into the county commissioner's office or the meeting, you got one judge. He's in charge of that. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your arguments. You're entitled. But guess what? When you do refuse to obey the law stated by the United States Constitution and Texas Constitution, and you blatantly refuse that on tape, come on, man. Based on current events that we have in Angelina County, we ask who's in control. Who's actually is whose dog and pony show are we following right now? And we're allowing it to happen. I was the first one. Whenever I saw that, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I watched the replay because I watched it yesterday. I'm like, oh shit, let me look at this again. Let me see what exactly went on. So I could look at it verbatim and say, okay, well, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And then I picked up the phone. I called Mr. Terry Pitt. Still hadn't called me back. Called Mr. Greg Harrison. He's not my precinct, but I want to let these commissioners know that, you know what, you are a witness of a crime. And if you witnessed this crime and you didn't say nothing, then you are part of the crime. You cannot allow a commissioner, I don't give a shit who they are, in front of your eyes to break a law or say he's going to break the law and put the whole court in jeopardy, because the fact is that, why? Because you wouldn't speak up. The matter is not even on the road anymore. The matter is this, it's the law. Our county attorney got up there and said it's the law. He has documentation to prove it. It is the law. And you, as a county commissioner and a county judge, if he refuses to do so, you put him in contempt of court, put his ass in jail until he's actually ready to realize that, guess what? It's the law. We witnessed a failure of our government, which goes to a long, long line of lists of where our government has failed us. And I have spoke on those. But for a county commissioner to refuse to follow the law of the land, it's too much. We can't allow him to make decisions because we as citizens, we're expected to follow the law, right? And look, hey baby, I'm on video. I'm on video. Hey baby, you look pretty. School time, I get it. But the thing about it is that, look, you're sitting there and allowing this to happen. You don't even know your rights are being taken away from you because you have an elite group of people who are actually making decisions for you. You have no say. One of the biggest frauds have been committed right before your eyes. No, they say it's not a tax increase. Okay, it's a revenue producer. You didn't raise the tax, but guess what? You raised people's property values. It's not warranted in this kind of economy. please do me a favor. Take your appraisal down to the tax assessor's office and see how far different are. In other words, what can you put it on the market and sell it today, and what they think that you can sell it for. They did this as a ploy to actually increase revenue, and it's a tax increase no matter what you say. This display by a county commissioner and by our commissioners, our judge, and by our county attorney to allow this type of behavior to happen in a courtroom, which is the county commissioner's courtroom. There's only one person in charge. That's the judge. You may not like him, you may not care about him, you may not, but he's a judge. I will fully state this right now. If you consider when you watch this meeting, is this the way Angelina County conducts its business? I'll be honest. Check it out. See how they're handling business. Because here's what this is why the hell we can't get shit done. Because we have commissioners. I ain't gonna follow that law. I don't care what you say. I ain't following it. This man needs to be held accountable. He needs to be held accountable in a court of law. He needs to be reprimanded. He needs to be removed from his seat until all of these cases against him are settled. Suspend him. Get an interim commissioner until these cases are cleared. We already know he's misappropriation funds, domestic violence, freaking goddamn trespassing, hitting a 16-year. Why? Who does not question this? It's beyond me. We, the citizens of Angelina County, we have been heading up to a crossroads. The fact is, you know what? Which are we going to follow? Are we going to follow our United States Constitution? Or are we going to follow state constitution? Are we going to do that, or do we just make shit up? Did we just make shit up? But I'll guarantee you, this type of behavior is going to produce more lawsuits. Because you tell these individuals, you can't go through a public road. They will sue your pants off. And if they don't, I hate to be the first one to tell you, but all the attention that we've drawn by these certain acts, by our sheriff's department, by all this bullshit's going on, we're drawing attention. And I'm making it happen because the fact is I'm spreading this bullshit around on all social media so people can make up their mind and see what's happening. My next phone call is going to be to Trent Ashby. Because I stay informed, and I cannot stand bullshit. And I can't accept this to go on, because the fact is we are at a trying time, and Angelina County find out if we're going to be able to pay the bills or not. We just got this bullshit going on. For those of you who do not want my post, or do not want me to post on your page here in Huntington or whatever, because whatever reason, then just block me. It's okay. But that's not going to stop me. I am going to expose this because it's wrong for Angelina County. And this Angelina County is not the example of democracy or a republic. We need to get that through our mind here. And if we don't, well, as long as this bullshit goes on in the county commissioner's office, the city of Huntington, all that shit, what they're doing or whatever, it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you money out of your paycheck, taxes, fees, whatever. And you're going to have to come to a decision pretty soon, within this next year. Can I afford to live here? Can I afford to live here? Based on the current environment that we have in our county commissioner's office, guess what? Ain't looking too good for the home team. There are other subjects I want to address, of course, taxes, whatever. But this is the last thing I'll say, whatever. I believe every Angelina County citizen should be questioning this right now. People say this is not a big deal. Oh, it's not a big deal. Here's my point. 75 votes were cast that they can count to where all of the issues and the people were not on the ballot. Weren't on the ballot. Do you think right now this election is going to stand? If I am running, or if I right there, I got automatic recount the shit. You didn't have me on there. Fine one. Because people say, well, it was only 75. That's no sense. No, what it is the principle. The fact is, you know what? Your vote was not counted. That is the issue. Or you didn't have the opportunity to vote the entire ticket that you were actually asked to do. You're right. So this is going on in Angelina County now. This is happening right now before our eyes. And yet still we sit back and we do nothing. And yet still we accept this kind of behavior from our county commissioners and from our city council members or whatever, because some reason or whatever they think their shit don't stink. But these individuals have run us into this situation. It's only going to cost us more money. For the sewer system in Huntington, they got $6 million they took out a loan for. Who pays it? We do. County Commission's got a $5 million loan for road construction. And let's not forget the Huntington Independent School District just put a $19 million bond initiative. It will take us 25 years for us to pay off. And is it a coincidence that maybe, just maybe, the Huntington Herald, they also they misprinted the amount of money. Can you see? Can you see now? Put A and B together, and But here's the thing: it's up to us right now to figure out this shit's going on, and now it's starting to affect us. It's starting to hurt us, and everything that we do to actually make a living, put food on our table for our kids, actually be able to actually enjoy our life, because now they're getting into it because of lack of action. They have no idea what they're doing because it's the good old boy network that got in over their head, and you, citizen, are going to pay for it. For God's sakes, the county treasurer lost track of $2 million, and she's still sitting there. The term "wake up" people has been used by many people or whatever, but it's very, very important that you wake up now and look around what's going on in your county government. Hey, bro, I'll be in a minute. Yeah, making a video. Yeah. So, anyway, we are getting screwed, and we don't even know we're getting screwed. And we do not have a leg to stand on, because we will not stand up and we will not say anything, and we will just continue this effort of going downhill and allowing these type of things to happen, which is totally against the law. So I think it's time we start holding these individuals accountable. I think maybe it's time to start passing these messages around, these videos around, that ask questions. Because I'll guarantee you, if you call in and you ask a question, whatever, you'll get a bullshit answer. It got nothing to do with price rise in China, but this was totally unacceptable. And for us to sit by as a group of citizens and allow this to happen, this speaks highly for our future of our government. This is going to speak highly on how we handle this. We can no longer allow them just to do what the hell they want to do and trust that they're having our best interest in heart. No, they don't. And it's a shame that it's going to hit you in the paycheck. It's going to hit you where you live. And these kind of things are going to be continued on. And this is what you're raising your kids to say it's acceptable. This is the legacy you leave your kids, to allow this kind of thing to go on. Total disrespect for the law and an inability or refusal to follow the laws of the land. Is that who we are, Angelina County? Is that who we are? Are we special? We don't have to follow. We only pick out what the Constitution that we want to pick out. We only follow them. It don't work like that, people. In the next 6 months, your budget, your family will be directly influenced by the decision they have made on this budget, by the decision of what they have actually asked you to pay. And then we get Wrigley Brothers Circuits of Fairfield, a bunch of county commissioners. These people that you watch on this video, whatever, are on the video of the commissioners meeting this one. 3-ring goddamn circus. And we, the American, we can fix it. But will we? I don't know. But don't come crying to me when it hits you in 6 months. Oh shit! What the hell? Where did this come from? I'm gonna hear it on all the pages that I follow, my page or whatever. They're gonna be like, what happened? What? I'll say, you know what? You should have looked back 6 months ago. Maybe you might want to keep abreast of your financial status and how they're affecting your income that comes into your house and your budget. I don't know, people. I don't know. If you stand back and allow this to happen, it's going to happen again and again and again. It's just the way it is. Keep your powder dry. Keep your head on a swivel. And always, always stay frosty.